Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about the Acolyte. Apparently, there is exclusive data saying it's the bestest show ever, but we're going to look into this. Where it's coming from is casting a little bit of a doubt on that claim, I think. It's weird because Reelgood, who talked exclusively to Screen Rant, and now everyone else is running with this. The true viewership is so much better, guys, than Nielsen and Samba. It contradicts every other viewership metric from the people who measure those sorts of things. Nielsen, who's been doing this for a very long time.
But this time it's real.
It's real this time, guys, for sure. It's real. It's real because we have the exclusive story on it. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm actually kind of tired of talking about this show. It's almost over. I think it's almost over.
It's middle of next month, I think. Or this month. This month.
Oh
yes,
my
it's
God.
July now. Holy crap. I keep forgetting it's July.
How many more episodes of this thing?
Only a couple, I think.
Wow. The media is loving it, though, because they love using this show to attack fans. They love the multiple contradictory articles they can post every day about it.
Look at the summary. The Acolyte's success is revealed through third-party data. But this one's real, guys, unlike the other ones, okay? Despite review bombing controversy, it ranks second in streaming and engagement among Star Wars Disney Plus shows, outperforming 90% of top 100 shows, according to one source. And the online backlash doesn't represent the actual fandom. It's Reelgood's data shows positive reception among viewers. But it sounds to me like Reelgood's getting their data from their own program. That basically, it sounds like it's like a hub where you just link all your stuff to and you can go to watch from. And it does seem that the company is very of a certain persuasion. So among our viewers, it ranked high. Well, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, this is who runs Reelgood, and you go out to their website, and a lot of the talking points you would expect from this company, they seem pretty progressive. So their audience
probably did watch it more than other things, but that's not the whole picture.
No.
I'm tired of this because they go down here. This is according to their 20 million monthly viewing decisions.
Sampling. It's a sampling.
It's a sampling of what price of their service.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
They're saying that Obi-Wan Kenobi was like the number one and that the Acolyte was number two. Even though we know that Ahsoka and then Acolyte Andor were the lowest, and they said that the Acolyte actually performed worse than Ahsoka.
Yeah, this makes no damn sense. Even Obi-Wan being the top show makes
over the Mandalorian.
Over the Mandalorian, that makes no sense to me.
Jokes on them. So I actually went out to Google Trends and I searched the TV series specifically. Well, the Ahsoka's a search term. It's supposed to be the TV series, but the TV series specifically. And as you can see, like at least with The Acolyte, it was a TV series for sure. The Mandalorian's blue, it's way up here. This is over 5 years, so when Mandalorian came out. And then, The Acolyte is red. And they show up it pops up about the end of 2021 or so. And then you progresses. This stays flatlined. And this down here, this little blip, that is the fucking Acolyte, okay? Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett. The Book of Boba Fett actually looks like it has less interaction engagement than the Acolyte, but nowhere near what Obi-Wan Kenobi had or Ahsoka.
Yeah, and
there's no way it is the second most popular behind Obi-Wan Kenobi. Again, both of those shows were really controversial for leaning a certain direction, and Reelgood says.
Yeah, Reelgood, that I've never heard of until today.
I never heard of it either. It's like, we found one place that says we want it to say, guys.
I mean, they're really reaching. I don't understand why they're reaching so. Because again, this is just a sampling. But yeah, if you go to Cosmic Book News, I mean, everything I've seen is that Ahsoka actually outperform The Acolyte.
Yes.
Now they're saying the Acolyte was the biggest Disney Plus premiere of this year, but there hasn't been a lot of really big shows. And we know that The Mandalorian was way bigger than any of the other Disney Plus shows.
And especially on the pandemic, because there was like nothing else really to people were at home watching stuff. So this makes absolutely no sense. Plus, they kind of just did what they did with like, when we had The Last Jedi and then The Rise of Skywalker, where they just pissed everyone off. They kind of just did that with the Acolyte too, because you already lost like the old audience and everything else. But then you had fans of this one, and then you went and killed everybody off. Pretty much almost all the characters in the 5th episode, and people weren't happy about it.
So they've been tracking the ratings from different outlets. We talked about the Samba numbers and the Nielsen numbers. Nielsen even, it came in like 6th place. It's opening week. Yeah, it was the number 6 original show as per Luminate. But yeah, the Acolyte, 590.5 million total. Ahsoka did 1.3. So they're just comparing them, right? Andor did 1.1 million. So they said Luminate and Nielsen cannot really be done until we know how much numbers come in different factors, et cetera, et cetera. But that being said, the current Nielsen charts and the Luminate charts for the middle of May overlap by 3 days. And they're showing that the Acolyte's way behind. It's way behind the other show.
Mm-hmm. But no, according to Reelgood, it's number 2 ever behind Obi-Wan.
Yeah, Obi-Wan did do good, even according to their numbers. This is coming from Jedi Temple Archives. But yeah, everybody that's been tracking this is like, the show's not doing that great. And I'm sorry, if people are checking it out at this point, they're checking it out just to see what a train wreck it actually is.
Well, they're saying that it just doesn't make sense, because the Mandalorian was 3.63, it was like just a little bit below above Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
But they're saying that Obi-Wan and the Acolyte were the 2 most popular.
Yeah, I love what he highlights here, though. Many traditional indicators are pretty much worthless because it was part of a review bombing campaign. You got to go by Reelgood, guys. You can't trust Nielsen. What do they know? This person has
written articles about hating on the fans before, I'm pretty sure.
But then it got picked up. So this is how this stuff works, right? Like, one outlet will publish something, and then, like, I call it the chum bucket. They'll dump the chum bucket, then all the other outlets start running with the narrative. Wait a minute.
This is the same people who own this site, I think, that own Screen Rant.
Yeah, it's a Valnet site.
Because look, the summary is exactly the same. They're making it sound like it's all these sites, but it's not.
So here's
they're saying they're the same people.
Yeah, so Valnet owns many pop culture websites, and how they rank so high and how they dominate is that they all interlink to each other, and they'll write variations of the same story. And I wonder sometimes if they actually have real writers now, or if they just use AI, or they have a handful of writers and they just write under different pen names or something. But yeah, so they're going to cite themselves, and then they're going to make it true. They're going to make this true, because look at all these media outlets that ran with this, and then it's going to show up in like Wikipedia or something and be cited as like, look, these trusted media outlets said that The Acolyte's the 2nd most popular Disney Plus show behind Obi-Wan.
I know, but it's like in lockstep, because they're owned by the same people.
It's like, yeah, the Acolyte seemed to be heading down a path to the dark side, but now it's fine, guys, because Reelgood, this website I have never freaking heard of until today, they've come out and said that no, it's doing okay. Because
they said so.
Because screw Nielsen, what do they know? My mom used to work for Nielsen Ratings. Did I tell you that?
Yes, you did, but I don't know if you told them that.
I think I mentioned it offhandedly before, but yeah, she used to work for Nielsen. She used to go around to the different Nielsen houses and get the data. Oh, MSN picked it up.
There it is. Okay. And then, oh, look, there's CBR. Guess who owns CBR, guys? Valnet. Is it on Collider, too? Because guess who owns Collider? Valnet.
Wow. That's wild. Yeah, so we have at least 3 articles from Valnet that are repeating the same talking point. So they're going to they will make it law. Right. This is how this works. We've talked about this before, that there are these media companies that own many of these websites. And when it seems like the entire world is trying to cancel you, or they're trying to push a narrative or whatever, it comes down to whatever company usually owns all these websites, and they will all publish variations of the same story. Even if the information is erroneous or biased, they will run with it, and it'll make it seem like, well, it must be true because 10 different websites said this, so it's got to be true. It's got to be true.
Well, Disney's targeting mid-market advertisers, and they're trying to target different places to promote, and then all of them are in lockstep.
Yeah.
Just, interesting.
Don't believe Nielsen. Weren't they mad about Nielsen because they didn't want to reveal their numbers? And then Nielsen's like, oh, we're going to start tracking this stuff. And yeah, we know if a show is a hit or not by whether or not Disney brags about the Samba numbers. Because Samba puts the numbers out there for a lot of the big streaming shows. And if Disney's not bragging about it, then they didn't do very good. And this show's just not doing good. It's just getting a lot of backlash. And I'm sorry, it's going to come and go. And it's just like every other Disney Star Wars or Disney Marvel Disney Plus show. It's a mouthful. In 6 months, nobody's going to remember it existed.
No.
Because I'm actually like sitting there thinking like, oh yeah, we had... with Marvel, I'm like, my God, I totally forgot about Secret Invasion. I forgot that existed. Oh my God, I totally forgot Andor existed. It's like there's so many of these shows. They're just like diluting the IP that they have. And meanwhile, they could be focusing on making really good movies and do $1 billion at the box office. And they're better off putting a Star Wars movie out every 3 to 5 years that's good, that'll bring in $1 billion at the box office. But now let's just keep shitting out Disney Plus shows, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Are we going to wrap this up?
Yeah.
All right. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.